tend to eat a lot of caffeine or drink a lot of caffeine because, this is America, and America run on Dunkin' Donut and Starbucks. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Think Nursing channel. This is a channel where we discuss everything related to nursing, travel, and lifestyle. And if you're new here, my name is Stacey. I'm a nurse practitioner, and I just want to share with you a few tips that will help with you managing your stress at home. All right, so we know it's the new year, or we know it's heading into the new year. A lot of us have a lot of stress going on. It can be personal, work related. We're just thinking about what the new year is gonna bring, and we're not so sure. Some of us are working 1, 2, 3 jobs. Some of us are just going through financial situations. Whatever it is, I do hope that these tips will help you to make the better decision. It will help with your overall health. It will help with you managing your stress to the point where you're not gonna feel like an old car or a broken down car on the roadside just because you've been neglected the signs from early. So when it comes on to stress affects everybody. It's a part of everybody's life, and so whether or not you're upper, middle, lower class, it's gonna affect you some way or the other. Some persons, it affects them at a low, medium, and high level. And so, you tend to find persons dealing with them differently. So I just want you to know that stress, it's respect anybody at all. All right? It no respect anybody. It is not prone to one person versus the other. It is prone to everybody. And so we don't want it to be a case where we're letting this be a situation and it's controlling us. No, we need to find healthy ways of dealing with them. And so I'm going to give you just 10 tips that will help with managing your stress as you go throughout the day. Step 1, or tip number 1, is going to be practice deep breathing. Breathing exercise are very good. Sometimes you just need to just take a deep breath in, and usually that can be anywhere between 4 to 6 seconds, and then you want to exhale for like about 8 seconds. And when you do that, you tend to find that your mind sometimes kind of clear up a little bit better. You might find out that you're thinking a little bit better just by doing that. We don't want you to hold your breath too long now, because we don't want it to pass out. We don't want it to pass out. So make sure you're doing seconds of deep breathing and then seconds of exhaling. All right. Another one is going to be staying active. So I know a lot of us, we tend to be active one way or the other by walking probably like say 10 to 15 minutes throughout the day, or some of us, we go to gym and we engage in physical activity. All of those are good because what it does is that it helps with reducing your stress, and it also improves your overall mood. So if you're finding yourself in a space where you don't have much walking, you're not doing much physical activity, just get up from your desk and just go and find something for the next few minutes, and you realize that you'll feel a little bit better. Sleep is one thing that is very important that a lot of times we tend to take for granted. So we need to aim for at least 7 to 8 hours per day of quality sleep each night to help with our overall body's recovery. If we're able to do that, you will realize that your stress level will go down, because once you sleep and you're relaxed and you get up, you'll find out that you're in a totally different body. You're in a total different mood. You're able to think a little bit better. Everything is just clearer. And so you'll be able to be a little bit more productive in whatever you're doing. At the same time, while you're sleeping, you need to eat a balanced meal. So include in your diet a little bit of fruits, a little bit of a vegetable. Ensure that you're eating your grains, your proteins. I know a lot of persons, we tend to eat a lot of caffeine or drink a lot of caffeine because, this is America, and America run on Dunkin' Donut and Starbucks. But make sure that you are reducing your consumption of caffeine and sugar, because those two, they also increases your stress level. Yes, it does. All right. We want to ensure that we're setting boundaries. Boundaries are very important. And I know a lot of times we might think that, because it is work, we need to just do more of that and forget about, ourselves. But we need to make sure that we're prioritizing our time well and focus on what is most important. And remember not to overthink and not to overcommit on certain things. We need to also find the time to meditate, find some minutes out of the day to focus on ourselves. Focus on the present moment. Focus on things that are causing our anxiety and our stress. Because once you do that and you're able to identify from early what it is, you'll be able to implement a plan that will help with fixing those issues. Another thing is that sometimes we might find out that, we're a little bit organized or we're unorganized. Persons that are not organized tend to find themselves a little bit more stressed out than other persons who are more organized. So if you realize that you're in the habit of not keeping yourself organized, then go ahead and get some, to-do list going. Get a planner or something that will help with organizing your day to make it flow a little bit easier, and that will help with reducing your stress level. Sometimes when we're so stressed out as well, we tend to find out that, we want somebody to talk to, or we find out that we become a little bit reserved. So it's important that whenever we're going through our situations, find persons that are supportive, find a support system that is available to you at all times, whether it is a co-worker, friend, a family member, or if you need to go and speak with a specialist or a therapist, find out the best time. Just make sure that you have those available to you. Another thing is, when it comes on to self-care, we definitely need to focus on that. And all of this is going to eventually tie into self-care, because self-care is very important. So making sure that you rest, you eat, you sleep, making sure that you find time for, yourself, all of that boils down to the big topic of self-care. And self-care in itself, a lot of times we tend to be like, oh yeah, I don't need to take the time off today. I just need to make a little bit more money, or I don't need to do this today. I just need to go and do that. But no, we need to find time to sit down. If it means that you're going to go to the spa and do something, you need to find time and go there and do those things that will make you relax. So you need to definitely focus on your self-care, because this is how your body is going to recharge itself. So whether or not you're in the habit of getting a massage, find the time to do that. If you normally go and exercise, find the time to do that. Whatever it is that your body needs, or whatever it is that you normally do to make you feel comfortable, to reduce your stress levels, your anxiety, your anger, go ahead and do that and focus on you. You don't want to be a case where, just like a car, you're driving it for a few years, and this minute you hear something with it, you ignore that problem. The next minute it's a little bit louder, you ignore it until you find yourself on the side of the road with the car. You don't want to be that car. If there is a problem from initial and you identify it, go ahead and start fixing it. If you realize that there's another problem, go ahead and start, put plans in place to address it. At the end of the day, the ultimate goal is to ensure that you are your best. You're at your optimal best. All right. You don't want to be in a hospital. You don't want to be in a psych facility. You don't want to be on medications, because if you identify the problems from before, it will prevent you from reaching to that level. And so I do hope, these tips will help you to better manage your day, better manage your stresses as you go through, your day, and it will help with making you the best version of yourself at the end of the day. And in everything that you do, just remember, put a little bit of a prayer with it. Have faith, trust and believe in God, because with him everything is possible, and with him he's going to be able to get you through that stressful moment, because sometimes you just need to whisper prayer to him and he will help you through that moment, whatever it is you're going through. Until then, I do hope that you find this video very informative, and if so, just give the video a thumbs up, a like, a share. And remember, thank you so much for making it the Think Nursing channel, where it's all about nursing, travel and lifestyle. And I do hope that you will have a wonderful day, and if you're watching this before 2025, I do hope that you will step into 2025 stress-free because of these tips that I have provided here. Until then, enjoy your evening. Bye.